Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. The City Girls ladies are down to Huny, in light of the fact that young Miami is getting hauled for rottenness in the wake of getting presented with court papers 2 or 3 days prior. Miami's name has been raised a ton in the legal space in recent months, in view of her relationship with Diddy. Yet presently, she has a brand new claim of her own because she just got served hard, yet some way or another that was not the most exceedingly terrible piece of this show, in light of the fact that throughout the claim, she got uncovered for lying about how rich she is. Well, this quickly got Diddy's opposite side piece, Gina Huyn, on Miami's case, and she blames Miami hard for being penniless and lying about it. Gina and Miami have had their portion of the muddled show, yet it appears as though Gina will take it the entire way there since, young lady, she didn't simply toss conceal. She tossed the whole Woodland kid. Things are not looking great for young Miami at all, since she continues to take a large number of LS, and as of now, it's beginning to seem to be her rebrand, and her sweet potatoes period thingy isn't filling in as well as she trusted. I mean, several days prior, Little Bar uncovered her for moving toy for Diddy, and furthermore filling in as his specialist as per the court records. The offended party and the Combs RICO undertaking were practicing for something in the festival in Virginia. The court recording perused Plaintiff Jones by and by saw Mr. Combs do a couple of lines of nose treats in his changing area. Respondent Sean Combs needed toy, yet Brendan failed to remember it, so respondent Christina Coram called young Miami, who then, at that point, welcomed it on the personal luxury plane from Miami. The report proceeded to say that young Miami Jade and Dina Happiness were paid a month-to-month charge to function as Mr. Collins's laborers and get installments by means of wire transfer from Robin Green Slope, which framed the litigants' continuous criminal activity. Things were looking terrible for her, particularly since we figured out that Diddy cut her off monetarily after the claim began to be hit by a source near Miami. Diddy is done taking care of Miami's bills. The companion let us know that Diddy had been paying for private flights, a shopping binge, and a lease for an extravagance Miami penthouse. Now Diddy has cut those costs. Diddy actually purchased young Miami a Christmas present, yet he's not quite as liberal as he used to be. Then we found that she was selling her own effects, garments, shoes, and stuff like that, and fans began hypothesizing that she was going belly up since Diddy cash had quit coming in anyway. Miami being Miami rejected that she was down and out and guaranteed that she was selling the garments and assets for no particular reason. She lashed out, tweeting, "I'm poor. This should be unfamiliar to me." A fan remarked, "Individuals truly ain't hear you when you say you made a feast in like 2 days from your vehicle game." And Miami answered, "#1 drinking on Amazon, mind you." She likewise said, "I'm poor selling my garments, when I generally had Keisha Wardrobe on my site this entire time. Mind you, I've been doing this. You all individuals say anything. Cash getter. I'm a cash high roller. You an effing sprinter." Yet it seems as though she was feigning hard on the grounds that she just got served court apers. And she has at long last conceded that she is going belly up. On one hand, she got referenced in Diddy's RICO case, which isn't shocking in light of the fact that, like Diddy himself said, she is his timid. And like she said, we go together, genuine, awful, for genuine. Like, having a case with the wall isn't awful enough. She as of late became involved with one more respectful claim where she is being sued over Diddy's copyright encroachment case back in January. A claim was documented by a prisoner at the Collins Restorative Office in New York named Charles Canat Jr., also known as Charlie C. News sources guaranteed that Charlie C. cases in the authoritative archive that he had an official concurrence with Shaw Diddy Combs' organization, Terrible Kids Section 4. LLC, which held his brand name for the demonstration. Awful brand anyway. He says he never gave consent for the brand name to be exploited, regardless of Diddy doing as such, in the event that you all missed it. Diddy and Miami dropped a tune last year named Act Terrible, and they had an entire out for the tune, and they even made a TikTok where he took her shopping. They additionally sold merchandise with the awful demonstration logo, and as per Charlie C., this abused the understanding that he had with Diddy since he never gave his authorization for the logo to be utilized for merchandise reports. Additionally, reports said the agreement was made and endorsed without the assent. Rising or information on Charles Canat Jr. was placed into an agreement with Shan Coles, proprietor of Awful Kids Section 4 LLC, without assent, after that litigant Shan Combs' lawyer prevented noting messages from offended party's legal advisor Andrew Covington. Well, it seems to be Miami has been avoiding, so she hasn't been served at this point. Well, she ultimately got served in the most chaotic manner conceivable in light of the fact that they asked another person to serve her. The K9 requested that. T, I serve Young Miami. With this claim, my Charlie C. So going to do it. Brother, my Charlie C. requesting to serve Young Miami. With this claim, she expected to be in this club this evening. So, goddamn do it. And kid, he was prepared to get untidy since he taught her a lesson in her pool party in Houston. Humiliating an awful birthday. Her birthday is 1 week from now. Holler to all the who birthday is next. Totally, Young Miami. Allowed me to give this to you from a homeboy roast. You've been served. Okay, that was E. Embarrassing. And Miami was embarrassed to the point that she went on a tirade on Twitter where she goofed and uncovered that she was poor. She composed, I'm so worn out on the web, and individuals effing with me consistently attempting to serve me some paper over merchandise that I'm not selling is faltering. Like everyone needs to turn into a web sensation. So awful we should become a web sensation. I'm drained, a long time prior. She was gloating about how her merchandise was selling out, like warm cake. How she was rich, yakety, yak, yet out of nowhere, the merchandise isn't moving like it ought to. Like young lady, pick a side of reality to remain on, so it appears as though she isn't so rich as she has driven us to think she is. And you all need to realize who is finding this entire thing entertaining. Gina Huyn, that is who G and Young Miami have been contending. Great, essentially they used to vie. Owie for Diddy's warmth, back when he was still friendly benefactor material and didn't have 1,000 claims looming over his head. In those days, Miami and Gina used to drag each other F-rottenness, for instance. When Gina posted this image of Diddy kissing her on the cheek, Miami got envious. And she blamed Gina for pursuing clout, saying someone kindly offer this some consideration. Gina answered on her Instagram stories, composing in the event that anybody looking for consideration, it's you sucking my D. I don't offer. Miami answered, saying consideration, B, I'm the consideration. How about we be clear in our notification? If it's not too much trouble, go plunk down. We see you loosen up. It's okay. You've been around only for a really long time. You've been looking out for this second in the event that he can't put you on the map. Gina answered Miami, explaining why you so squeezed mom. I thought you were a city young lady. Miami hit back, saying I am, and that is the reason I F with your man and ain't falling off him. It doesn't matter to me the number of pictures you posted in that post. Get that head bread and leave. They began beefing again when Diddy had a child with something entirely different. Gina Jokester Miami posted this video on her Instagram, saying while she was beefing with you over a man, yet the entire time he got another person pregnant, and subtitled it, City Young Ladies Down a Miami Got Her Sub, and she terminated back in a progression of furious tweets where she said, Gina, you've been down awful since I came into the image. You've been weeping for a child for a considerable length of time. You've been around as a honeybee that eats P&D. When you feel like it, you an eater. You the very honeybee that was crying on Tasha K 'cause you needed a child. Unfortunate sushi. She proceeded with you needing a child. I have a vocation, digger. You an insured freak. You haven't heard from Diddy since the honors. Thinking back on disposing of children. Let their hurt go. Chun-Li, if I maintain that you should eat me, Diddy could have had you kneeling down. You an eater, be you a chop anyway. Diddy agreed with Miami's stance and tweeted, Miami isn't my side chick. She has never been and never will be. She's vital and exceptional to me, and I don't play about my shorty. I don't examine things on the web, and I won't begin today. So think what you need, yet know that assuming you effectively hurt mine, I will come to your home and we will discuss it like people love. So not all shocking that Gina is really pungent over this, and she at last has her second to sparkle as per a few insiders. She is finding this truly entertaining for sure, and believes that it's Miami's karma for humiliate her via virtual entertainment, as per one insider. She has been a comedian in Miami. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.